Alrighty, well, I suppose I should probably talk about this, being that I am a Wild fan and all that stuff. Oh boy, so, where do we go with this one? Um, well, I suppose we'll just start. Yeah. So basically, for those of you who are not in the know or don't know what's exactly I'm talking about here, let's just say the Winnipeg Jets and the Minnesota Wild just got off of a home-and-home this weekend, last Saturday and Sunday. And, well, like I say, there's been a little bit of contentiousness, especially in the past, because, well, there's a video, there's some stuff that had happened last season with Logan Stanley and Kirill Kaprizov that sort of, boiled things over, and Nikolai Ehlers, this, that, and the other thing, and, well, like I say, I don't really want to get into that, but fast forward to Saturday night, Brendan Dillon cross-checks Kirill Kaprizov twice in the back, kind of in the lower back rib area, and effectively knocks Kaprizov out for about a week or two. And again, the reason why I say that's because that makes the second time Kaprizov has been injured by a Winnipeg Jet, whether on purpose, whether or not, whether he's, bluffing this, that, or the other thing. I mean, it depends on what side of the aisle you are on. But, yeah. It just so happens to be the Winnipeg Jets injured Kirill Kaprizov yet again. And, so then, the typical Middleton fights and this and that and the other thing. And then the next day, Maroon, on a face-off, takes down Lowry in a tussle. And then you fast forward a little bit to a face-off later on in the first period, Hartman versus Cole Perfetti. And, well, let's just say the puck is dropped. Hartman high sticks him in the face. And, yeah. Perfetti runs off the ice for, repairs and stuff like that, comes back on, and it is what it is. Now, apparently what had happened is Cole Perfetti was wearing a mic. And, well, according to, Jets beat writer and stuff like that, basically Ryan Hartman flat out told Cole Perfetti, hey, I need to high stick you in the face because of what happened to Kaprizov yesterday, or something along those lines. Now, I will say, I have yet to actually hear the audio. I don't know if that'll ever actually be released. I don't know if it's just Winnipeg Jets media being Winnipeg Jets media, stuff like that. But apparently it is out there and stuff like that. But, if that's the case, why? If you're gonna go after someone, you go after the guy that did the thing, that hurt the player. You go after Dillon. You go after Stanley, or whoever, You go after the player that intentionally injured your guy. If you go after anyone at all. But you don't take out, a star player the next day because your star player gets cross-checked in the back. Yes, I understand that, this, that, and the other thing, but, I don't know. I've never really been a huge fan of that, because what good does it do? If anything, you're probably going to get suspended for, 10 games or whatever. But, the craziest thing about that Hartman incident, though, if it was caught on a hot mic like it was, the NHL still can't suspend him. Because apparently there was a clause back in 2005 with the NHL union that whatever is picked up on a hot mic cannot be used for disciplinary action, at least according to the Hockey Guy and various other channels that I've been listening to. Again, I don't know the full rules, just because those things change so often. And, well, let's just be honest here, the Department of Player Safety in the NHL is an absolute joke. But I don't know if that's necessarily a player safety issue, if that's the NHL, if there's some, I don't know. And then also kind of concluding this here too, I mean, this pretty much is Ryan Hartman in a nutshell right here. He reminds me a lot of a Brad Marchand in a way. He's a pest that gets under players' skins. does some rough stuff, does some dirty stuff, does some borderline stuff that makes me absolutely furious. But again, like I say, it is hockey, it is this, that, and the other thing. It's naturally a violent sport as it is. But yeah, that's just basically what he does. He gets under people's skin and stuff like that. But the fact that you flat out said, look, I need to cross-check you in the face, no. Like, especially because, again, Cole Perfetti, as far as I know, had nothing to do with what happened to Kaprizov, if, again, this is what is actually happening. So Ryan Hartman gets, the fine that's maximum and this and that and the other thing, and Hartman has had some disciplinary action in the past. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think that's about all I can say. So, but yeah, that'll basically wrap this up. So, until we meet again, this is Jacob.